Hello, fellow YouTubers. Trouble8385 here with a Games Pick a video. I know what you're saying. Trouble, did you not just say yesterday that you're doing less videos and you're making too many videos, and here you are making a Games Pick a video? Well, one, I took a long nap today, so I feel better. And two, I don't play any of my pickups until I actually show them on camera, and we got a bunch of pickups the last couple days. So here we go. Now, yesterday, my wife had to go way down south from us, down to Decatur, Illinois, to do some stuff down there, and she had, through the beauty of the internet, she had looked up pawn shops in the area and hit a couple, and unbeknownst to me, when I got home, she surprised me with games she had picked up. Now, she always worries about doing this because I don't have any list of every game I have, and I need to make one because most of them, most of the systems, lists aren't that big. The only ones that are really big would be the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. Everything else isn't so big, so it's not that bad. But she always worries she's going to buy something we already have. And I told her there's so much stuff out there, I find it very hard you're going to buy what we already have. But anyway, she came up with these games, and it's really cool. Now, the first one's for the Game Boy Advanced. It's PacMan Collection. Now, this has PacMan Arrangements, Pac Attack, and Pac-Mania. Yeah. And it's just cool putting this in my DS and playing the good old Pac-Man. So, next game she got for my Sega Genesis, the Mega Hit Series version of it, is Taz and the Escape from Mars. She only paid $1.99, you have to see from the sticker. Now, for a lot of you may not know, I don't think I've ever said it before, but I'm a big Marvin the Martian fan. I have pens, balls, dolls of Marvin the Martian. Really like Marvin the Martian. Next game she got for the Genesis, Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures. I've never played this game. I'm interested to see what it's like. And the last game she picked up for the NES by LJN, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now, I remember renting this game in the 80s. I do not remember actually what the gameplay is, but Amy's bro, when we were messaging back for the other day, it reminded me that one of the bosses in that game is really hard. So that's what she got there. Now, my wife lately has religiously kind of been on eBay, looking at eBay all the time and looking at Craigslist. And yesterday she looked on Craigslist, saw there happened to be a garage sale yesterday, but we missed it yesterday. It had a bunch of old games. So today she got up early when it opened and went there. And the guy was saying how they had it, because she went to early today, got some stuff, told me what they had, and then when I got off work we went back there again because they had some cool stuff. And the guy was telling me that they have 20 years of stuff, they're just trying to get rid of stuff, and that they had a lot of games yesterday, but they sold a lot of them really quickly. One of the things my wife did see that she didn't pick up earlier that day was they had a box Game Boy Advanced for $20. But hey, you know what, we already got one. When we need another one, we'll get another one down the road. So now, before I get to the games we got, I showed you Spyro Shadow Legacy in my last pickup video for the DS my wife picked up. She lost interest in this game. She'll eventually play it and beat it, but she lost interest in it because this game starts off really slow. Slow for her, so. But, she has Spyro Season of the Ice for the Game Boy Advance, and she put this in yesterday, and it was starting up. She's been playing this. She played this for about an hour yesterday. She likes this a lot more because it's a lot. It goes really quick, faster than that one does. So, what did she get in that garage sale, you say, for herself? Well, because of that Spyro game, she got Spyro 2, Season of Flame for the Game Boy Advanced. They had a lot of box Game Boy Advance games there. Now, for the PS1, she got Spyro Year of the Dragon. Greatest Hits version. I believe this is the one right after the original Spyro. This one's made by Insomniac. One of the games I got there was Air Combat on the PlayStation 1. This is the Greatest Hits version, obviously. I have a lot of fond memories of Air Combat because back in the early 90s, when I was stationed in Virginia Beach, Virginia, when I was in the Navy, my best friend and me had to be lucky enough to go in the Navy and happened to be in the same squadron growing up. And he was really good and really loved the air fighter games. I was more of a Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter person back then, and he was really good. I tried these every once in a while, but I was never nearly good at these in the arcade, but he was really good at this game. Used to play it a lot. So, so here's one of the Game Boy Advance games that I got. And this is Monster Jam Maximum Destruction. Love that they had a lot of box games there. Now, a lot of you may or may not know, but I already currently have 2 Pokemon games. I got Pokemon Emerald version, which I got when I originally got my DS, back when New Super Mario Brothers came out for the DS. And I also got, when my local Circuit City closed down really cheap, I got Pokemon Diamond version. So, at this garage sale, what I picked up, because a lot of Pokemon stuff, for the Game Boy Color, Pokemon Pinball, and yes, it's boxed. Everything's inside of it. All the instructions, Nintendo Power subscription, all that stuff's in there. For the Game Boy, they had Pokemon Blue version, and for the Game Boy Advanced, Pokemon Fire Red version. And this also has, for the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Advance wireless adapter. Because the Game Boy Advance couldn't communicate wirelessly, so you could, if you each had one, you could, trade Pokemon, chat, fight each other. This box has everything in it, honestly, including. Get it out of here. That's not it. That's including. The little Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green version, showing you all the Pokemon games, the Coliseum, the Ruby Sapphire, the Game Boy Advance video, the Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire, the official player guide for both games, Pokemon Advanced on TV, the trading card game, and then Pokemon Center, the website. So these games, they played them. These people boxed them up and kept them in really great condition, and everything's still intact. And the last Pokemon game I got, Pokemon Ruby version. So now I can add those with my Emerald version and, get the Pokemon if I want to. So, those are all the pickups I got. Now, a couple weekends ago, my wife and me, my son was at his grandparents' house, and we just had a game night. We sat down playing. And that's when my wife was playing E7, so she was still playing that on the PSP. I had downloaded 3 demo games for the Xbox 360 at the time. That night I played. I played King of Fighters Sky, which is a shooter, like, Raiden and stuff like that. And the graphics, the city graphics look really, really good. Really great graphics. It's really cool that they did not try to explain why these people are flying and shooting at each other. Okay? And if you get to the end of the level, it's only level 1, you get to find another King of Fighters character. Each of them had different abilities based, in the game. So it's rather interesting. Actually, I would might actually get that eventually. The other game I downloaded was Enslaved Odyssey to the West. That is a very, very pretty looking game. My wife literally stopped what she was playing E7 to watch me play that game. It's one of those type of games where the person said that she watched it because so parts are almost like a movie and other parts are just so gorgeous. It's a basic, I want to call it, action platformer. You got to beat these guys up to open this door to open. You got to go hit this, go up here and do this to open this. What makes this game more interesting than others for people who don't like to die a lot is you can't die. You can't drop down and die. You can only either go back to where you came from or go forward where you need to go. It won't let you do anything else. And the pipes are glowing, so you know where the pipes are to go up and down. At least in the demo they are. And then there's other things you go up and down. So you get outside the ship, because you start off in the ship. You're some kind of frozen pod or something. You're not frozen all the way, and you run. You can see this girl. You break out, and everywhere you go, you intend on running into this girl. And you're both trying. You're trying to get to the last escape pod to get off the ship. The ship's going down. So the cool part is when you get outside of the ship and you're jumping through the wings and everything and going around to get to the escape pod, and stuff's flying at the ship, stuff's exploding left and right. A lot of action going on the outside. A lot of guys to fight. A lot of action. It's basically an action platformer. I mean, because there's a part where you're just going to crash in the building and you got to get up to a certain height in the ship so you don't hit it. And then then ammo ended with you landing on the you both land on the ground and she puts the thing on your head where if she dies then you die. Really cool game. Really good looking game. I would love to get that game, but I know there's so many other games coming out. It's a shame. That game deserves if that game had its own part where everything wasn't so busy, that game really, I would think, do better if it was by itself. And then the last game I tried was Space Invader Infinity Genes. I played the demo of that. You know, it starts off kind of as a basic Space Invaders, and then as you beat stages, the game evolves. And there are different kinds of weapons you can have, but you only start off with one, rapid fire to start off. And it's really freaky because, you know, as it goes along, you know, it starts out basic and then it goes to where you're like 3D and like a little pipe shooting things, and the enemies change and there are huge bosses and stuff. It's really, really freaky, different take, because each level seems to be different, not the same. So really interesting take on the old Space Invaders. So guys, that's all my pickups and what I got to talk about. Oh yeah, wait, one last thing. Somebody mentioned in a comment to me, it was driving them crazy, what the N64 game on top up here was. And for all of you who don't know, it is Quake 2. And now since somebody mentioned it to me in a comment, I'm going to have to change the game, because that's what I do. When someone, Neil Flynn was the last one who asked me what the original game up there was, when it was just one game up there and it was Lego Racers at the time. So now I'm going to have to change the game up there again. So let me drink out of my coffee cup first. So guys, until my next video.